Hi, we're the audience for Emma's speech.
Hi, I'm Emma Ackerman, and this is my persuasive speech on bullying and its harmful effects and why it's wrong. Have you ever been bullied, or maybe you've known somebody who has been bullied, or maybe you have even been a bully yourself? But if you have ever known somebody, maybe it was a younger sibling or a friend or a neighbor, somebody who has been bullied, you can relate to this and you kind of understand the harmful effects that it can have on a person's future. Bullying affects over 20% of children in the United States today. That's from an article by Pacer. Bullying can have long-term effects. Whether you were bullied as a kid or a teenager, it can carry on into adulthood, and you can kind of struggle with the effects from being bullied for a long time. All people are created by God, and He loves us all the same. And so that's why bullying is so wrong, because it's discriminating against somebody that maybe you don't get along with, but really they're just as important in God's eyes. He loves all of His children the same, and we need to love everybody the same too, even if maybe we don't get along with them or we see things from a different view. Let's dig a little bit deeper as I'm brought to my first main point. Bullying is wrong and needs to be controlled. We need to shine awareness on the negative effects that bullying is having on children. It is still very prevalent in today's society. It's not just something that used to happen. It's still going on in schools and in communities everywhere. Children of all ages, middle school, high school, elementary school, all the way up into adulthood, people are getting bullied. It can be physical, it can be emotional, it can even be over social media. In an article from Stop Bullying, it goes into all the different ways that children can be bullied, and it kind of changes your perspective because you kind of understand a little bit more the different ways that kids can be bullied, even if you didn't realize it was bullying. If more people are aware of bullying, it will hopefully have less harmful effects because it will kind of have a light shine on it. I'm brought to my second point. Children need help overcoming what they've been through. Sometimes just talking to a friend or a family member isn't really enough. Sometimes they need even counseling to overcome the issues and the things that they've been told or things that they've been seeing. Sometimes they need more help. In an article titled Very Well, it says that children need help overcoming traumatic events. Bullying can be very traumatic for a kid, whether it's kind of something that you have been told about yourself, or something that has been done to you, or even over social media. Somebody could have messaged you and just said really hurtful words, and sometimes you need help getting over this. People who have been bullied, children and young adults and teenagers, need to be surrounded by people who they feel like really care about them and really love them. They need to be around people who are unconditionally loving because they're not getting that from the bullies or maybe friends at school. So they need to know that the things that they're being told are not true. They need to be surrounded by people who will love them no matter what. I'm brought to my third and final point. God calls us to be near to the broken. He calls us to reach out to people who are getting bullied. Maybe if it's somebody who we don't really relate to or we don't really get along with, God calls us to reach out to those people. Ephesians 2:14 says all people are created equal and God loves us the same. So that really just reminds me that even if it's somebody that I don't really agree with, all of us are created equal and we're all the same in God's eyes. We need to do our best to share in the suffering that people who are being bullied are going through. We need to kind of try to relate or at least be somebody for them to talk to or a shoulder to cry on. In conclusion, I just want to say that we need to shine more awareness on this fact. We need to show that bullying is still an issue so people will be more aware of it. God calls us to help the people who can't help themselves. Be more aware of what goes on around you. I encourage all of you to kind of just be looking and watching and see if maybe somebody you know or maybe a family member or friend is going through bullying and you might never have realized it before. Thank you.